My name is Rob, and this is where I go to school, Ohio University in the southern county of Athens, Ohio. That's me, a sophomore here at OU. My buddy Evan and I are both video production majors. Recently we came across an article criticizing Ohio University's sexual harassment and assault policy. According to an organization called FIRE, this policy violates our First Amendment rights. Evan and I were intrigued by the claims FIRE was making, so we decided to look into it ourselves. FIRE, the Foundation for Individual Rights in Education, is an organization that aims to protect the rights of college students on campuses across America. FIRE has apparently labeled Ohio University as a red light school, and we weren't really quite sure what this meant, so we decided to call Will Creeley and ask him for more information.
Good afternoon, this is FIRE.
Hi, may we speak with Will Creeley, please?
Okay, hold on one second.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, this is Will Creeley. I'm Director of Legal and Public Advocacy here at FIRE.
Hey Will, how you doing? My name is Robert Nyerges, and I've got Evan Mitchell with me on the phone here from Ohio University. Hey Will. We understand that FIRE, your organization, has flagged them as a red light school, and we wanted to know a little bit more.
Yeah, FIRE has indeed tagged Ohio University as a red light school. That means, in the judgment of FIRE's trained constitutional lawyers, of whom I am one, Ohio University maintains policies that substantially restrict freedom of expression on campus. Now, Ohio University, as a public university, is required to uphold the First Amendment on campus. Decades of Supreme Court case law have made clear that the First Amendment applies in full on public university campuses. There are several policies that, on their face, restrict protected political, social, artistic expression on campus at Ohio University. That's kind of what we call core protected expression, the kind of expression that the First Amendment was specifically designed to protect. It may not always be popular speech. In fact, in many instances, it's the most unpopular speech. And while Ohio University's restrictions may be well-intentioned, the fact is that as a government actor, the university cannot restrict speech that's protected by the First Amendment.
Well, we appreciate it. Okay, thank you now. Thank you.
No problem. Have a good day, guys.
You too now. We needed to speak to someone from the university to get their side of the issue. So next up, we went to meet with Laura Myers at the Cruson House. Her office deals with all types and cases of discrimination and harassment here at Ohio University.
So we went to meet with Laura Myers of the Office of Institutional Equality here at OU.
But she didn't want us to put her on camera.
Basically, what she told us, though, is that OU has the responsibility to protect the well-being and safety of all the students here.
Yeah, and that's what Will Creeley was saying with FIRE's organization, is that the way the policy is worded is extremely vague and leaves a lot of discretion up to the enforcer here at the university.
So according to Laura Myers, there's two tests that a case has to pass in order to be considered sexual harassment. The first test being subjective, meaning it offends the person directly involved.
And second is objectively offensive, which means everyone who could hear the joke or everyone involved with the joke would be offended by it.
FIRE's issue with this is that it's not specifically addressed in the text of the policy.
And FIRE's problem with that is it gives too much indiscriminate power to the university or the enforcer.
Both institutions agree that the wording of the policy is indeed vague.
And both FIRE and Ohio University are arguing basically two sides of the same point.
Ultimately, both sides are working for the well-being of students
and the protection of their student rights.
Our focus is on making sure that the First Amendment is fully upheld on college campuses, and that speech which is protected by the First Amendment doesn't get punished on college campuses.